G'day, and let us spin you a cracking yarn of four bonds of mates on a ripper adventure through Fantasy Australia, where every bugger wants to kill your face. It's Dungeons and Dragons, except down under, we call it Dungeons and Drongos. Dunnies, dingoes, drop in. Holy crap, we are back for Adventure 5. This is a extremely special episode for reasons I am about to reveal, but before we do that, our party of very popular chart-topping heroes, can we go around the table and hear your name, character, race, class, and your battle cry? And bear in mind, this battle cry I'm asking you to improvise must appear at some point in the episode later. So, I'm going to start with Plank.
My name is Plank. My name's Zach. I play Plank, a tiefling. And I'm a level 4. Why are you pointing at my name? My name's Zach.
You never say fighter.
Oh, I'm a fighter.
Never.
I'm a fighter. And my battle cry is...
Okay, we're going to hear that later. Exactly like that.
Exactly.
Over here, this person.
Hi, I'm Paris. I play G'day, the Halfling Ranger, level 4. And my battle cry is...
Still no words, no sentences. That's okay. And over to this one.
Okay, I'm Suzanne. I am elf wizard Mackenzie. And my battle cry is, fuck you, mouth breathers.
Oh, there you go. You can tell that education is at work. You can tell she's the most sophisticated of the three. And we have, for the first time on Dungeons and Drongos... Oh, I'm Luke. I'm your Dungeon Master. You'll hear enough of me. Don't worry about it. And for the very first time, we have a special guest. We have Jacinta.
Hi.
So, a little bit of context for you, Jacinta. If people have only listened to Dungeons and Drongos, that's just the tip of the iceberg. That's just the beginning. You and I have been doing hundreds of podcasts previously.
Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds.
Feels like decades we've been doing this.
It absolutely does feel like decades. And you know what I thought? After doing decades of podcasts, let's do another fucking podcast. How about that?
Well, it's funny you say that, because when we were casting Dungeons and Drongos, of course, you know, you as the sort of Chewbacca-like character in the co-pilot seat here. I'm just seeing how far I can push this. I thought, you know, you were an obvious choice, and you were like, what, I want to spend my whole fucking weekends doing podcasts? No way.
Yeah, I literally could not say no fast enough.
But you could not deny that the success of Dungeons and Drongos, it's a runaway train.
More the FOMO of all my friends having fun, and I was not there.
Well, look, you are the absolute perfect, the only choice for a first guest. You and I, every Monday, we do FP Cast, we review films, we talk about pop culture news. We do another show as well, your show.
Half Hour History every second week. We learn about facts. Yay!
Facts. He said there. And yeah, so that's all fun. You're the perfect person to add. Now, these guys have no idea who your character that we prepared earlier. It's in the oven right now on a high temperature, starting to rise. They have no idea who it's going to be and how it's going to fit in. But as the story evolves and unfolds, you will appear at the appropriate time, and it'll be a bit of a surprise for these guys and a bit of a surprise for the listeners. So can we all please welcome our very first guest, Jacinta.
Welcome.
There we go. Not yet. You gotta wait
to get that out of the way.
For battle. And also, I should say as well, this is also auspicious because we are doing something that has never been done in Dungeons and Dragons ever in its long history. And I'm talking back to Gary Gygax in the 70s. We've got 3 female players, which outnumber the men. So, this is
I'll go, I'm sorry.
This is a truly groundbreaking podcast that we're doing here. Now, I don't like to spend more than 5 minutes without role-playing. It is 4 minutes 50. Let's role-play this bitch.
Okay.
That's very sexist
I know,
language.
that was very bad, wasn't it, for 3?
Yep.
We were so progressive, and then we just took a giant step backwards. Though Fantasy
Let's
Australia,
not say we. It was not we.
it was me, but Fantasy Australia is
was the
not
man.
very progressive, and I was already there.
Okay.
Too
And
far into
now
it.
I'm going to invite you guys to join me.
Yeah.
Welcome to Fantasy Australia Adventure 5. Here we go. At the bottom of a mountain, unceremoniously cobbled together in a fog-shrouded shithole of a swamp, is the small town of Nippenbiddy. It's the sort of town you'd pass through quicker than a spoiled prawn through a halfling's bum, were it not for the fact that Nippenbiddy is home of the legendary tourist trap, the Barneydome, a fighting arena housed inside the famous Nippenbiddy mountain. So, in an act of desperation, your manager Wenzo has decided that entering this morning's prize match is a cunning way to hone your skills, earn some cash, of which he's going to take a reasonable percentage for all the groundwork that he's done setting this up.
He thinks.
But due to your recent notoriety and all those bad things you did in previous episodes, he insists that you enter under assumed identities. So, this week, gentlemen, ladies, it's all about rebranding. So, last week, when we did that was all about doing good deeds. Weren't very good at that. So it's a new dawn for the MSPWG, which of course is the mystery solving pie wagon guys. slash gals.
We can work on that. We'll work on that.
It's a workshop. We'll put a pin in that plank. So as the wagon trots down the squelchy main street of the swampy Nippenbiddy, arriving tourists, they sort of gawk in your direction. They're hoping to get a glimpse of the new contenders. The citizens of Nippenbiddy step out of their dwellings to pop up thumbs of approval. Strong, broad men beam proudly in doorways next to their equally proud pregnant wives. And as you approach, great gates which are carved into the mountain, they swing wide open, and your humpty horses are led to the stables near the staging area. Now, in the cabin, Wenzo is sitting there. He's got his eyes closed in anticipation. He's eager to see the big reveal because you all have been asked to develop fighting personas and costumes for your qualifying bout at the Nippenbiddy Barneydome. So he's like, all right, guys, I'm very excited to see what you come up with. I gave you a nice range of fabrics, needles and threads. I spared no expense. Let's see what you've got. Who's the first person out of... I guess you're all getting changed in the dunny together. Who's the first person out to do a little bit of a twirl?
I'll go.
Oh, g'day.
So you just want me to tell you what I'm wearing?
He opens his eyes. What does he see?
He sees G'day wearing a large hooded cape, like a Hessian sort of fabric.
Yes.
On her head, she has the skull of an animal, and she tilts her head down, so it just looks like it's a dingle-donga skull.
Oh my goodness.
And it
How
looks like this...
culturally insensitive.
And it looks like some sort of weird spirit type creature.
Wenzo's very confused because he's like, well, there's G'day. I know G'day. G'day. Oh, what's this weird skeletal beast? Oh, guys, a skeletal beast has gotten into the pie wagon. Oh, that's all right. G'day's here. She'll solve it. Where's that beast gone? Oh, no, it's back again.
As I lift my head up and down.
Yeah, as you nod in approval. But finally he gets it. And he's like, oh, what is your name?
My name is Goodnight.
Good night. Oh, it's a complete reversal of fortunes. Oh, the irony has just hit me. That is chilling. I've got to chill down my spine. G'day.
Thank you.
You always set the bar very high, despite being a little tacker.
Thank you.
Who's next through the toilet door?
Oh, all right. It's Mackenzie coming through next. She's basically just piled sparkly fabric around her head. So just her eyes are showing. And also over the top of the trucker cap she was wearing, which has like an arse on it. So she's kind of covered all that and she's just glowering out of this bundle of sparkly fabric. And she says,
he's blinking. He's like shielding his eyes from the reflection of all the sparkles.
Of all the sparkles. She's like, I'm Agent Sparkle.
Agent Sparkle. Oh my goodness. I'm just thinking
I
of
have a
that.
question. Is Mackenzie wearing anything on her body? Or just
Yes.
on her head?
Yes.
She's still naked from
No.
3 episodes ago.
3
The
episodes
dirty
ago.
great G-banger.
Oh,
No, alright, she's just wearing all her normal shit. She's just got like this ridiculous sparkly turban on her
Agent
head.
Sparkle. Think of the merchandise. think of the possibilities. Action figures, dolls. It's amazing. And then who else is popping out of the toilets?
The lights flicker.
Oh god.
I do that with a cantrip from behind the door. Whoa, I set the mood. I also use a cantrip to play some loud rock music.
Oh, what is that?
Oh, what is it? Boom!
Why is my pelvis
Fire
moving
explodes.
involuntarily?
Fire everywhere. Oh no, the place is almost on fire. Door flies open. Boom, there he is. Plank. But it's not the Plank we all know. It's not the lovable scoundrel. It's Plank. And he's wearing tight leather everywhere. Just a lot of black leather. Studded. Studded leather with a cape. A long cape. Longer than it needs to be. Almost impractically long.
Almost.
People are going to trip.
Hey, I'm just going to roll a d20. Yeah, Wenzo faints.
Yeah. He saunters out. Oh, hey. Uses a little bit of magic. Some smoke comes off his butt as he turns. Hey.
As Wenzo regains consciousness, when his eyes like open, you see dollar signs just for a second.
Ching, 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 ching. Guys, my name is Mac Steelkiller of the House of Death and Sadness.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Pretty bad.
Guys,
God.
I don't know if you're going to win this battle. And like in all fairness, knowing you as well as I know you, you'll probably get the shit beaten out of you. But I will say, you've won my heart and you've won me imagination. So well done there. Now look, there are some basic rules for the Barneydome. It is a Barneydome. It's straight up Barneys, fisticuffs, weapons, melee, ranged. So one of the reasons that this that it's been set into the mountain at Nippenbiddy is that there is a magic dampening field. Now, if you have a weapon or an item that is already magically enhanced, that'll be fine, but there is no spell casting inside the Barneydome. So because of this, Mackenzie, because you rely on spells, Wenzo's going to lend you his crossbow. So he's got a light crossbow. I call it the distant kiss. And it does +3. I'm trying to imagine this in numerical terms because I'm a numbers man.
Yeah.
+3, so it does +3 to hit and +3 damage.
1d8 +3?
One, yes, yeah.
Okay.
1d4.
So please look after it, Mackenzie. Look after yourself in there. All I ask is that maybe you could be a little bit nicer to me over the course of this adventure. What do you say?
She takes the crossbow off him, like, with the tips of her fingers, trying not to touch it too much.
Okay, now, you're not angry about this no magic thing, are you?
Fuck you, Wenzo.
All right, well, it's been lovely knowing you. I'm sure it'll be fine, and if anything happens, I'm not saying it will, we'll be sure to have a beautiful service. So that's it, guys. You're all in costume. You're all ready. Shall we enter the Barneydome?
Let's do it. Let's fight.
So
3 for 3.
the first match is a qualifying match. It's not the main event. So you're going to go through into there, and as you walk into the arena, it's not a massive arena, and the reason is they don't want you to have a lot of distance from your enemies. You know, the idea is that you're going to get in there and have a good old fucking Barney and get your hands dirty. Although I won't say even roll perception, I think you'd all be aware of this. Probably the thing that strikes you, because you all would have known the legends of the Barneydome, is that when you came in, you know, you saw a lot of people and it was quite exciting. But now that you're actually in there, it's probably about a third full. So although the actual area isn't big inside, the seating area is large. Like at one point, this was probably a huge thing. But it's not as big as a crowd as you were maybe anticipating.
That's disappointing.
Yeah.
I thought.
I put a lot of effort into this costume.
I think with the support act.
Oh.
We'll see. So you're there, you're behind a little sort of gladiatorial kind of iron gate with bars ready to like go right in. And the announcer gets up to his magically amplified thing. It was pre-magically amplified. He's not spellcasting. Don't look at me like that, Mackenzie. And he says, "G'day and welcome to the legendary Nippenbiddy Barneydome, where Burks and Buffheads Barney for big bucks. I'm master of the pits and master of ceremonies and master of the barbecue, not that that's relevant today, Reg the Wedge. They call me Reg the Wedge because with my broad shoulders and tiny waist and legs, I'm built like a wedge. Also, if you have any problems with today's Barney, I'm going to wedge me boot up your ass. And also my strides are uncomfortably high." So our first battle is a warm-up qualifier match with 3 newcomers. Put your hands, paws and claws together for, and your great opens up. And in they come and he says, I can't remember any of your names, Agent Sparkle.
All right, Mackenzie walks out into the arena and like throws her arms up, and not much happens.
There's a few. Yay. Yes. That's very sparkly. I wish I'd brought my sunglasses.
Tips out.
That'll do.
And then
Good night.
she's only small, but she packs a lot of punch. It's good night.
I'm gonna walk out and sort of look around with my creepy skull head and try and be really intimidating.
People are like,
Oh, I'm shitting my pants.
"Oh, it's just a little halfling. Oh shit, it's like a skeletal dingle-donger. Oh no, it's just a little half. Oh shit, it's a skeleton. How is she doing that?" Because they're rubes. They're local rubes. And I'm not going to remember this one playing.
Max Steelkiller of the House of Death and Sadness.
You bellow that out before Reg could even say.
I walk out. I keep walking. I walk a little bit further. I turn around. I start pulling my cape. It's really, it's too long. I should have made it shorter. I apologize to everyone. I wave and then I say, "Ay, ay, 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 ay." And then I wait patiently.
Okay, so on the opposite side, the grate opens. An outcome. Now, in normal Dungeons and Dragons, fuck normal Dungeons and Dragons, but in normal Dungeons and Dragons, these things would probably be called Arakoa?
Arakoa?
Arakoa.
Are
Yeah.
you talking about like bird people?
Bird people.
That's
But these-
Warcraft.
No, it's in my fucking book that I bought.
Okay.
You take that up with Blizzard.
That's a World of Warcraft book you're holding.
Shit. I didn't buy it though. If that legitimizes it. So they are 4 bird people, except these ones have black and white patination
Ah, fuck.
on them. And they're wearing like dirty tracksuits. One is red, one is yellow, one is blue, and one is green. And Reg the Wedge says, "And they'll be fighting that filthy fucking foursome, the Swooper Brothers. Bluey, Spewy, Gooey, and Pooey." And these like magpie dudes are like starting to like stretch and flap their wings. They're starting to rise up into the air, and they're like, "You looking at my eggs, mate? I think he's looking at your eggs. Are you looking at my eggs, dickhead? Well, I think he's looking at our eggs. They're looking at our eggs. Fucking swoop 'em, swoop 'em, swoop 'em."
Does this mean will they be more attracted to Mackenzie because she's shiny, or deterred from her? It's only what.
Is the only thing they see Mackenzie?
Deterred.
I've drawn enough short straws in this situation. Thank you very much. Let's not go looking for more.
I want to say that these are not battles to the death. So the whole idea behind Barneydome is at any point you can remove yourself from the match. So you can basically submit. And by doing that, you raise your hand, you yell submit. but you have to drop your dax and shuffle with your dax down all the way to the exit while the audience mocks you. Like, that is a condition of Barneydome.
Okay.
So the Swooper brothers are there. They're ready. And Reg the Wedge says, "Let's Barney!" So shall we roll initiative?
15.
8.
14.
So, good old Spewy is up first. Now, they are taking to the air, and they do have their swoop attack. So, if they've got at least a 30 feet run up, they're going to deal an extra 1d6 to the target, and that target is Plank, because you had the best entrance. So,
Thank you.
Here we go. That is 20.
That's a hit.
All right. That is 11 damage, Plank. So Spewy's like, "I'm teaching you to look at my eggs, dickhead!" And he like comes in, swoops, stabs you. That can hurt. I was swooped by
Yeah.
a magpie as a child. It drew blood.
It's happened to me.
It's because I was trying to piss on it behind a tree. But
Were you actually?
I was, yeah. I was behind a tree pissing. I was about 4, and there was a magpie to my side, and I went, "I'm gonna see what I can do here." So I took aim, tried to piss on this magpie. It swooped me, drew blood, and I ended up at the doctor's.
You deserve that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
you
karma. That's karma. So think about that. I want that to be a chilling tale. Maybe you've heard a legend. You've heard a legend of such a thing before. So you might want to be careful.
Legend of the boy who pissed blood.
The boy who, yeah,
Well, that's all right.
pissed blood afterwards. All right, now it's Gooey's turn. He's going to go for you. Good night. So that is a 19.
Yep, that hits.
That's going to hit as well. So now that they've both done the swoop, they're not going to be able to do that again because they're down within range now. So that's an 8 damage to you.
Oh, you got me in the head.
So Gooey comes down, just passes that skull to nip into your skull. "Get away from my eggs, dickhead!" he says in a very frightening way.
I go for whoever hit me in the head.
Okay, that was Spewy.
I got 14.
14. Now, 14 is going to hit him, yes.
I'm going to use both my hand axes.
Yep.
3 and 6. 9 damage.
Okay. So, poor old Spewy, almost whack off a wing. He's like, "Oh, what'd you do that for, you dickhead?" He's like kind of flopping around a bit. He's on the ground, so he's not going to be taking flight for a second. But he's still in. He's not going to yield yet. There's no way.
I look him in the eyes. I'm like, "You really think my entrance was the best?"
Stay away from my eggs, dickhead! So, Mackenzie, you're up next.
All right. So there's 2 down near us,
Yeah.
and there's 2 up in the air.
There's 2 that swooped and 2 that are still going.
Okay. So the 2 that are currently up in the air, I'm going to throw my frag grenade at them.
Oh, yes. Now, you do have a frag grenade left over from... All right. Yep. Do it. So do they
Okay.
have to roll a DC?
They do. DC
Just-
15.
Remember what happened when I threw a frag grenade?
Yeah. The difference is that they are 30 feet away.
Yeah, sure.
No, they failed. They failed.
Okay. All right. So 5d6 piercing.
5... Okay, roll it up. Well, these guys aren't that tough. I mean,
Am I doing 5d6 twice?
No, they'll both
Go to
receive the
both?
same damage.
Okay.
So this is a whole bunch of shrapnel flying out of your no-mesh hand grenade that you got in the last adventure.
23 damage.
Oh, okay. Now this is rare in the Barneydome because normally characters get a chance to submit. These 2 fuckers, and it is Bluey and Pooey. They just explode. And you don't want to be underneath Pooey when he explodes. And Reg is like, "Wow, it's not often you see that." Wow. And yeah, they drop. They look shocked.
Plank looks shocked.
Plank looks...
The fuck, Mackenzie?
Spewy, who's the one that you wounded before, pants down. Straight away. He's like, take the fucking eggs! And he starts waddling towards the gate with his pants down, which really just leaves a good old Gooey, who is the one that hit you good night, and it is your turn.
Alrighty, well, I'm going to shoot it with my Akadaka.
Okay, so the Akadaka is the lightning bow, if
Yes.
anyone does not remember that. He's going to be thunderstruck.
7.
No. So the Akadaka goes flying,
Maybe next time.
flying past. That is no good. We're back to Gooey, who's got to be rethinking his options, seeing as how there are 3 of you left and only 1 of him. But that said, you know, he's in it to win it. Mm-hmm. And he starts to think about his eggs, his precious eggs up there in the nest. And he looks at you guys. He knows what you're capable of. And he's like, gonna fucking go for it. So he was closest to you, G'day. He's gonna just swipe at you with his talons because he's on the ground now. So that's just an 8.
Nah.
No, misses. So he takes a swipe. He's off his game. He misses, and then we go to Plank.
11.
No. So what were you using? What weapon were you using?
My hand axe.
Hand axes. No. So you miss as well.
God,
So he felt like a bit of a dickhead, but now he feels all right because you look like a bit of a dickhead too. So he's kind of eyeing you up. But surely, like the fact that there are still feathers from Pooey and the other guy are still floating around the air is worrying him a little. But he's going to stay in just because, you know, the audience is pretty engaged now. We go back to Mackenzie.
All right. First up, Mackenzie yells, "Bail out, you dipshit."
He's looking, he's thinking,
Can I try and roll a persuasion?
How well is this fabric covering your head?
Oh, it's covering everything except for my eyes.
Okay.
But they're powerful eyes.
So we can't see your cap.
No.
Is your voice
Okay,
muffled?
that's all right.
No, it's not.
Because I don't want to give anything away, but these guys are scared shitless of caps. Especially caps which have bums which had dots drawn on them and might look like eyes. A cap with eyes is the swooper's biggest weakness. G'day would know that. Mm-hmm. But you don't know that, Mackenzie, obviously. So what are you going to do? You're telling him to back down?
Yep.
All right. He's nervous. He's nervous. There's a little bit of a trickle going down his ribbed little leg. But at the same time, the crowd are like starting to jeer and taunt him. But what about the eggs? Come on. And he's like, oh, fuck. No, he's going to stand his ground. He's not very bright. He's got a brain the size of a
Egg.
a tiny egg.
Okay, well, if he's not going to back down, I'm going to shoot him with the crossbow.
Yes, great. Wenzo's excited about that.
I'll bet.
Little kiss.
Give him a distant kiss. He yells from the stands.
16.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, so where's my D8? 6 damage.
He's okay. He's still going. He would be fine. But based on the fact that 3 friends are down, 2 of them are dead, which are a little bit in breach of the rules, but there we go. The Dax go down. His little eggs are out, his little feathery eggs. And he's like, I give up. All right, you win. All right, fuck. And off he goes out the gate. And the audience, as you know, whoever is there, applauds, congratulates. You guys have qualified. You can go into the main prize match now.
Yes.
So-
Go team who all contributed.
Anything you want to do?
I would like to hack off my cape.
Okay, you hack off your cape. Audience loves that. Well, there are people like with their arms outstretched. Throw it into the crowd.
I do it. I throw a little bit. I rip it up. I'm like, you have some. You have some. Not you. Not you.
That person.
Everyone else.
Wenzo goes for a bit because he's thinking of the resale.
I give it to Wenzo, but only because I borrowed his pants for the costume.
Yes, Wenzo looks down at his boxes and is a little bit confused about that. So, all right, now this is the main event. Now, this is a 3 versus 3 battle, and the winner is going to get last team standing is going to get 5,000 gold pieces. Explains Reg the Wedge. So, you guys are already in the arena. A gate opens and out come our 3 new fighters. So first up, you see a very tall, very strong barbarian lady covered in chainmail. And Reg goes, she can crush a beer can or a skull between her massive tits. Her chainmail makes the males wail. It is Barbarian.
Plank's pants get a tiny bit tighter.
They're not going
They were
down
already
in a hurry.
tight, but now.
And Barbarian's like, that's not the intro we agreed on, but it's all true. And then you see 2 gross goblins, one standing on top of the other. And he goes, this 2-bit stack of shit likes to piss and spit. They are 2 dirty bodies that fight as one. It's Chuggabugger. And Chuggabugger's like one of the Chugger who's at the top's like, I'm gonna spit in your face, see? And then the little one at the bottom's like, I'm gonna piss on your shoes, see? And they're very. And then you see a humanoid dingle donger, like a dingle donger, wearing a cape.
Oh, what a mistake, g'day.
And he says, and finally the fearsome big dong dingle donger, all the way from whoop-de-woo, Channing Taters. And Channing Tater says,
Woof.
oh shit.
Channing Taters has a look over at the little halfling with her cousin on his head and says, I'm gonna fuck you first.
Whoa, shit. Okay, yeah. Wenzo's like, oh no. He's like signaling to you, like, take it off. Take the skull off. But respectfully. All right. I'm assuming you're fuming, Channing.
I am fucking, I can't even speak, I'm that angry.
I have a feeling.
I'm fucking off my tits with rage.
I have a feeling who your target is going to be. But,
Like, I'd heard things about you, fucking good night, good day, whatever your name was. I thought we was gonna be mates, but not any fucking more.
yeah, it's not good.
You've rooted it.
I'm just like putting my head down, like, who's she talking
Just making it fucking worse. I can see it even better with your head down.
That me?
I whispered a goodnight, take it off, fuck's sake. Listen to Wenzo.
No, I'm gonna stand my ground.
I don't know them. I do not know. We rode in together, but I was just hitchhiking, looking for a pie wagon. All right, so this is the bout of the century. This is Barbarian, Channing Tatum, Chuggabugger versus Mackenzie Plank. G'day. Let's roll initiative. What the fuck do we have here?
13.
14.
13.
2 13s.
Good luck.
Channing rolled a 20. Mackenzie?
14.
Okay, Plank and G'day, can we just get you to roll again to see who's...
Split the difference.
22.
4.
All right, the match is on, and Channing, you are first up. You pick your target.
Oh, I think there's only one target out there for me, folks.
He's gonna fuck you up, see?
I have the ability to hide behind beasts. Can I give that
Okay,
a look?
what weapon are you... Now, bear in mind, Jacinta has not played this before, so we're gonna help her out
Yeah,
as much
my
as
first
possible.
ever D&D roll ever was a 20, so I think that's going
we're-
pretty well.
So you're
We're
gonna use
fast.
your rapier, your crossbow, or your daggers?
I don't know, I've got these things down here. Can I use them too?
Oh, because Channing is a were-dingle-donger, you also have a bite and claws, so natural weapons as well as the normal weapons. Channing Taters is a rogue, so up to you what you want to use there.
I think that I would like to get down and dirty with some melee claws action.
Okay, so that's going to be a +4 to whatever you roll. It's a 20! Oh! I'm loving Channing Taters. Remember, you can, you could have dropped your pants already. Maybe that was Wenzo's like, drop your pants. Take off the skull or drop your fucking pants.
Don't I have like a
So now
attack
you-
bonus +4?
That,
Am I
yeah.
24?
Well, 20's a hit. 20 is always a hit, and it's going to be
Ooh.
double damage. So roll
Ooh,
roll 2d4, which is this little pyramid fucker.
okay.
So that's 2. Plus 1 is 3. Plus 2 is 5 times 2 is 10 damage. 10 slashing damage. Channing swaggers in and just slashes at G'day. How do you feel about that, G'day?
I wish that there was a platform in this fight to discuss the touching backstory of the skull on my head, but I guess it's too late now.
You could use your action to do a speech.
I don't think it's gonna help.
Don't try and justify your fucking racism to me.
So next is Barbara Barbarian. Now she plank. There's your little compass there, which is pointing at her under the equator there. That is enough for her to decide
quite
that
happy
she is
For any
going to
contact with her.
to take a shot at you. So she's coming in with her great axe, and that is a 20 all up.
Yeah. Yeah, that gets me.
So, God, I'm using dice I've never even fucking seen before. A D12. What do they think of next, Wizards of the Coast? You geniuses. Send me some stuff. That is 4 slashing damage. So, just that taste. Just grazing your tip there. Just to show you that she's there. And she's got like this Red Sonja vibe. So she like licks her lips and shakes her hair and rose petals go flying all around.
Stings a little, but I'm kind of like, I make a face like I'm into it.
She likes
Oh,
that.
do it again.
Mackenzie, you're up now.
Alright, I guess that leaves me with the little dipshit goblins.
Chugga bugger.
You can go for Channing Tater.
you
Like,
can fight whoever you
there's no
want.
ego in this situation. You more than happy.
Well, look, I feel like G'day had...
Mackenzie is weirdly attracted to Channing.
Yeah, he's very buff and he's very oiled, which
got the
is
two goblins.
furry, but
But cut.
really cut. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, I'm basically kind of going, you know what? I feel like G'day's got a handle on this.
I don't.
Wenzel's like, don't be fooled. She does not have a handle on this. She is going to die, and she's the best one.
I'm the only one that's nice to Wenzo.
Aw, it's sad but true.
She's my favourite.
Alright, yeah, I'm going to fire the crossbow at Channing. Okay?
Oh, yeah, hear this? Look at this.
Yeah, well.
Adding insult to injury. Fucking hell.
Well, clearly OP, so, you know.
Distant kiss.
Oh.
Ooh.
18.
Yes, that is going to hit.
Yes. 6 damage.
Okay, so that's a fair bolt. Hits Channing in the shoulder pushes back. Although you have Mackenzie just gained the attention of Chuggabugger, who looks towards you, but it's not his turn yet. It is Goodnight's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna go for Channing because I'm terrified.
And remember, any of you can
also
submit at any time.
Is literally 3 times your size.
But can I just say, this is the first, like, one of the first nice things Mackenzie's ever done for me. So there's the, you know, I might lose my life, but I think I gained a friend.
Okay, seriously, focus. Focus.
Episode 10, we were bound to see some warmth from Mackenzie eventually.
Alrighty. 19.
Gonna hit.
All right. I'm going to use my Akadaka because I'd like to keep some distance. Thank you.
Kind of difficult. You are in close quarters. You are in melee quarters, so you're probably
Shouldn't.
difficult to use the Akadaka.
Well, okay. I'm going to dramatically
That's,
pull out.
that said, the crossbow bolt did actually push Channing back a bit.
Oh no, Channing's tough. Fucking, you're not going to be pushed back by a crossbow bolt.
No, I'm fucking
gonna go-
heavy as shit.
You're not going to go sliding across the floor like Tom Cruise in Risky Business because of a single crossbow bolt.
Oh, it's a crossbow though. Serious shit.
But it is called the distant kiss.
It's just a kiss. It's just a peck, love.
Wenzo, what's with this piece of shit that you lent me?
Don't talk about Plank like that. I get a subsidy for having him in the team.
I'm gonna reach into behind my cape and dramatically pull out the thirsty short sword of Crikey Moses.
Oh, Crikey Moses, we are so fucked.
Shut up!
Why do you drag me into this?
You're making us look weak.
Yeah, you're the racist.
Alrighty. So I'm gonna run at Channing and I'm gonna go, Gah!
Well, we know it hits because you already rolled. How much damage does the thirsty sword do?
I rolled a 20!
That's the wrong dice.
Is it?
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah.
I rolled a 20 on
I'm
it.
glad you,
sweetheart.
I'm glad you had so much faith in me, but
D6.
I'm a long way off
Oh,
a D20.
I found a 20 on in my D6. It was crazy. 6 damage.
How do you like those sixes? So that's another 6
And then I run to the other side of the arena.
for Channing. All right, now we're up to Plank. What you gonna do, Plank? You got Barbarian breathing down your neck.
I look at her and I'm
She
like,
smells great.
please don't make me hurt you. Please just pull your pants down. Not in a sexual way. Please just leave.
Hurt me, I can take it.
9.
No. Yeah. She pats you on the shoulder and goes, it happens to everyone.
It's never happened to me before. I'm so embarrassed.
That was Plank, and now it's Chuggabugger. Chuggabugger is leering at you. He's seeing the sparkles, and it's all sparkly, see? He's very interested in that. So Chuggabugger gets a multiple attack. Chugga can attack, and Bugger can attack. They've got a scimitar. So first up, Chugga up the top does a pathetic 6. That's not going to hit.
Yep. Fuck you, goblin.
And then Bugger follows up with a 10. That's not going to hit either, is it?
Nope.
So they stumble around. Blinded by sparkles.
Okay, Mackenzie flips him the bird.
Yeah, that hurts their feelings.
Yeah.
Just flipping us off, see? And then it's back to Channing. Are you going to succeed? Are you going to submit? Or are you going to keep fucking
Are you gonna succeed?
putting the pressure on?
I'm not going to submit. That is not in my nature. I think that the racist motherfucker with me mate's head on her head is still out there, so I'm still going for that one. We fucking wind up here.
Winds up. It's a... What are you using? Your claws again?
I think I'm going to go crossbow this time.
You're too close.
Fuck you. Hand daggers.
Oh, the hand daggers. Flips out a couple of daggers and... Are you throwing it? Or are you...
Yeah.
Okay. Just throws a fucking dagger. That is a 10. That's not going to work.
Nah.
Also, if it's a throw and it's arranged, you still can't do it.
It's very... Yeah, but like it's different to loading a crossbow and just whipping out a dagger and fucking flinging it.
But if the Crikey... not Crikey, Maggot.
Mackenzie is
If
such a fucking
Akadaka,
know-it-all.
as long as it doesn't hit me,
It misses anyway. It's different from like pulling a bow to just flicking out a knife and ditching it at someone.
because currently
You can pick up anything off you and throw it
Hey,
at
now
someone,
look.
but it's a point. Do you have the ability? Do you have the distance to point a bow and pull back and let go?
No, I'm just saying, a good DM would know these rules.
I'm just saying that
Welcome to the
Channing
Barneydome.
Tatum is a rogue, pulled out a knife and fucking flinged it and it missed.
It's still a ranged attack, and you're based.
I am based and I'm woke. It's a
the reason it missed is because I'm currently doing bog laps. Like I'm just like
Yeah, look, it missed. Let's not
blur.
worry about a miss.
it's a blur.
Unlike Barbarian, who's like, I never miss. And does
misses.
a 20 with her great axe. Down at Plank.
But it's not a natural.
No, it's not a natural. I know that is going to hit. That is a 5 slashing damage. Just hacking away at your stump, Plank.
Why is love so cruel, Plank?
I don't know. Love is a battlefield. That's a quote Plank just made up.
That's your battle cry. Love is a battlefield! Mackenzie, it's back to you.
All right. I'm gonna fire a crossbow at the the lower goblin.
Okay, a bugger.
Yep, cool. That's
Yep.
his name, sure.
Yep.
Um,
I'm going to let you use range because you shit all else you can do.
also because he's not based with me.
But he's woke.
Okay, 22.
Yes, that is a hit.
10 damage.
Ooh, that is a palpable hit.
Cheers.
So, Bugger takes that. He stumbles. Chugger on the top is like, she got you, see? And they right themselves. They're thinking about it. They're looking at their decks, but no, they're going to keep going. And that was Mackenzie, so it is G'day.
Has Barbarian got any damage yet?
Nope.
I'm gonna go for her. I'm doing a power
Oh,
play.
crikey, Moses, I don't know about this. Oh.
I don't know why in my head, like, getting another...
Yeah,
like,
let's just piss everybody off.
I'm trying to, like, get more involved in the central fight rather than this one-on-one eye contact that I can feel on my back.
You'll probably forget the fact that you've got a skull of one of his kin on top of your head.
Alrighty. I'm gonna go for her with Thirsty Short Sword, Crikey Moses.
Oh,
That is
crikey,
several.
Moses.
It's 26.
Oh, that is such a hit.
8 damage.
Yes. It really is just a graze for Barbarian. Who looks at you, the rose petals come out, she licks her lips and she looks at you, looks at Plank and is like, I can take you both at the same time.
My pants get a little bit tighter.
This
And
is
you
not,
you
this is
busted
not
a like
problem for me.
you busted like a ring like join on the side of her armor and it like opens.
I will bust the ring in return. Okay, so that was G'day. We are back to Plank. Come on, Plank. Do something useful, for fuck's sake.
How close is... Just, where is everyone standing?
She's Barbarian is really close to you.
She's got her
I feel like
right on
in your
top of me.
face.
I feel like we have a little bit of a huddle happening now between Barbarian, Channing, Goodnight, and Max Steelkiller.
So Channing's right next to us.
Yeah, so the four of you are really grouped up, whereas Mackenzie is sort of backed off. Am I right? With Chuggabugger slowly approaching Mackenzie.
Yep.
So I shouldn't throw my grenade at anyone. Probably not.
Difficult? Yeah, you could.
drop it on
Chuggabugger
the
might be
ground.
your best bet.
Let's just say that the last time you did this,
You killed.
you killed me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I won't do
I'm
it.
just gonna throw that out there.
I go for...
If that's not the right...
that's not the right dice. I go for Channing.
10 episodes.
I'm using my hand axe. I got a 19.
That's a hit as well.
Oh. And 9 damage.
Yep.
I would also like to take this chance to use my fighter feature to attack again.
Oh, shit. All right.
It's not magic, it's just
7.
No, that misses.
Should have stopped while I was on.
Okay, so that was you, Plank. Channing, you're looking a little bit worse for wear, to be honest. So it looks like our team is actually doing quite well, except for the fact that Barbarian could probably kick all your asses. But just as this is all heating up, a third gate opens in the Barneydome. And a very stern, determined looking sheriff comes storming out of the gate, flanked by 4, I guess these would be called Ettins in D&D. You know what Ettins are, Suzanne, do you want to...
yeah, they're like big hulking Goliath things with 2 heads.
That's right. One of them is always awake while the other one sleeps. So these guys know their shit. So they're quite intimidating giants. They're pretty good guards for the old Barneydome. And the sheriff comes out and goes, Stop! Stop everything! Everybody put your weapons down. We have a problem.
Plank, they're clustered. Throw the frag grenade.
No.
I'm not going to kill a sheriff.
He's clearly a competitor.
Oh, by the way, Ettins in Fantasy Australia, they're cretins.
I dropped my hand axes.
I'm like, oh, thank God. Law enforcement, help.
Barbarian pauses, she looks, and then she drops her axe.
I already dropped. Why is everyone looking at me? I
Sure,
already
see?
dropped.
Chugga-bugger drops.
Whatever he's holding.
Yep.
Mackenzie drops the crossbow, probably
Be
not,
careful with that!
not as gently
That's
as she
my
might have
distant
otherwise.
kiss!
Channing rips his hands off.
Channing slides his daggers back into his fur.
Okay. And the sheriff slowly extends his best pointing finger.
How many pointing fingers does he have?
2, but this is his best one. It's the right one.
Yep, right.
He looks around at everybody and he's gonna point at Channing Taters.
What? Can't you see we're in the middle of something here, mate?
I think you've done enough already, dickhead. You are accused of eating 3 babies last night. The crowd are shocked.
What?
People are gasping. Oh my goodness, women are fanning themselves.
I never did such a thing. You know what this fucking is? This is profiling. Some fucking
Well.
babies go missing and you just come straight to the where dingle donger, don't ya?
Seems
This is bullshit.
rather strange to me, dickhead, that the night you roll into town, and you did roll in yesterday, 3 babies, count them, 3 beautiful body bouncing babies were murdered, gone missing, presumably eaten, and it is all because of you. Arrest this dingle donger man.
And I'm like, boo, boo. This guy, right?
He doesn't care.
I mean, why do you think it's me? This one's wearing a skull on her head. That's sus as shit.
That is a little bit suspect, but I can smell the babies on your breath. You dingle donger scum. Take him away. And the Edens come up, they grab you. Are you going to resist? You're going to go with them?
Well, I'm not very strong at this point.
No, you're pretty fucked up. At this point.
I'm a little
And
bit
they
fucked
are
up.
full
So, like,
mighty.
I sort of feebly try to fight them off, but am unsuccessful.
I'm gonna give him the forks under my cape.
Come on. Sorry about this, everybody, but justice must be served. We will be taking him to the courthouse right now for a trial. You know what you did.
Oh, I did no such thing, Your Honour.
Then who did it?
Well, I don't fucking know. I'm not the police, am I?
Wenzo-
I'm just here,
Wenzo
trying
just-
to earn some fucking money, doing some fighting, and you're all in my face. You're all shitheads.
Wenzo perks up, lifts his hands in the air, his eyes go wide, he looks at you all and goes, oh my god, you guys, it's a mystery! That's our jam! We fucking love solving mysteries!
Mystery solved. It was Channing.
To the courthouse!
We should hang Channing.
So, the Ettons lead Channing out. You guys are ushered out back into the staging area, and a figure approaches you. He is a wizard, and he extends his hand, and he says, "Oh, hello, I'm Figgy Wiggins. I'm the Nippenbiddy wizard. Good battle out there. I think you might have had it if it wasn't for that unfortunate thing that happened. How are you guys feeling? Got a couple of scratches?"
Help.
Yeah, that was very culturally insensitive, but, who's to know? You live and you learn.
I've not lost any.
Okay,
health.
well, he brings out a tray of potions, and he says, can't cast spells in here, but potions do work. So if you need to go back to full health, I've got you covered.
Yes, please.
Why, thank you, kind sir.
Okay, so he gives you a potion. If you drink that, you will return to full health.
Is this a human wizard?
Yes.
Okay.
I skull the can and then hand it to Barbara. I'm like, can you do anything with
No,
it?
she's gone into her own game.
Oh, no.
You guys are upset. It's not like... Look, I know we're not sports people. You know more about sports, Jacinta. They don't all go into the same locker room afterwards,
They do
do
not,
they? There
no.
you go.
No.
Fine, I crush this can with my own breasts.
Oh, that's a good trick. Look at you go. All right. Well, that was a nasty bit of business. I guess they're going to execute that guy. What a horrible baby eater. Anyway, what are you guys doing next? Anything I can do? Anywhere I can show you around?
Could show us where those babies were eaten.
Sounds like an idea.
like-
Sounds like a plan.
I like to see the history of towns.
Wenzo turns up, and Wenzo's like, "Oh my god, you guys! Did you hear that? That is a mystery. It's a full-blown, true blue, fair dinkum mystery. We gotta go to the courthouse. We gotta see what's gonna happen to this guy, this bloke."
Let's do it.
Yeah,
I
alright.
would really enjoy seeing what happens to him.
I don't think he did it. So, Figgy Wiggins is more than happy to show you the way.
I'll bet.
So,
Thanks, Figgy.
off you all go to the courthouse. So, we go in, and there is Channing Tatum. Now, you will have been bound. You haven't been healed yet. Mm-hmm. So, you've got your hands bound. You're still pretty bloody from the battle. And the sheriff, whose name is Sheriff Wolf, is there, and he's looking at you, and he's like, "As far as I can see, this is a clear-cut case. You came in, are complete strangers. Did the babies go missing? You're a dingle-donger. You ate those babies, admit it."
This is some stereotypical bullshit. Do you know what babies smell like? They smell like shit and piss.
No.
That is what they fucking taste like too. Why would I eat a baby that tastes like shit and piss?
The sheriff looks towards the mayor who is sitting there. Now, the mayor of Nippenbiddy, his name is Barneydome. Now, Barneydome is a very flamboyantly dressed, wealthy-looking man. And he's like, "Oh, no. The babies in Nippenbiddy, they don't smell like piss and shit. They smell of baby powder and flowers and rainbows and hopes and aspirations. Hopes and aspirations that you took away from them when you poured them down your gullet, sir."
Well, how do you know they taste like fucking rainbows if you haven't eaten one?
I said they smell like rainbows.
It was implied, Your Honour.
I say we execute him. Now, you guys have come in at this point. Wenzo's all very, very flustered. They're all watching this. And you guys are in the gallery. Now, the crowd seems to be turning against good old Channing Tatum here. And can we get a perception roll from the three of you? DC 10.
14.
21.
19.
Okay. So it occurs to you all at the same time, and you all look at each other and realise all the women that are watching, the women of Nippenbiddy, are pregnant.
This
Okay.
jury seems fixed.
Interesting. All right. I hate to say it, but I feel like maybe the case against the fairy is a little bit non-watertight.
That is a very offensive term.
He has very keen ears, says Wenzo.
Okay.
Yeah.
I agree.
I think that... Just let him die, whatever. Who cares?
Mackenzie puts her hand up and goes, "Stay of execution. We need to investigate the charges. Thanks."
We know law stuff.
Yeah.
Wolf, Mr. Wolf.
The mayor's like, I'm sorry. And who are you?
Dun, 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 dun.
The rulings are...
Another mysterious foreign visitor siding with the Dingle Donger. That's a little bit suspicious.
I think siding is a very strong term.
Do you think this man is innocent?
I think that you're a bunch of dipshits if you hang someone without doing a proper investigation.
Yeah, what kind of town are you
Just
running
like,
here?
Whoa. I'll have you know that Nippenbiddy is a very forward-thinking, very well-to-do, very happy and lovely town.
All right, that plays pretty fast and loose with the law.
Some babies. Are we forgetting the babies? The children? Some beautiful babies were snatched
one's
out of
forgetting
their
the
cribs
babies.
last night and eaten.
Well, if you think this case is so airtight, then you won't mind us confirming what you already know.
We are out-of-towners. We are impartial judgment.
Where were you last night, Mackenzie? I don't know. Where was I? I don't know. G'day. Any one of us three could have eaten those babies.
No,
Shut up.
That's right.
The sheriff looks across at the Eton guards who are sort of shuffling closer together, and then the doors fling open and in strides a tall man. a tall man wearing white gloves and a tall top hat. And he says, "Stop this nonsense immediately."
Is it one of the babies?
Wow, he's tall.
That's a big baby.
All the babies have stood on each other. Put on this white coat.
Channing, you ate all
I
this
have
time?
heard this accusation before. I'm going to open my coat with my gloves. I'm going to show members of the jury I am not a stack of babies. Mayor, you will clearly see I am not a stack of babies.
I'd say, look at that dick. Oh, no.
I'm going to ignore that. He looks across at Channing Taters. Now, Channing Taters, you know this man. You've seen this man growing up. This is an ambassador. He says, "I am an ambassador."
What?
From Whoop-de-Woo in the north. Now, despite this vile creature's appearance and behavior, I'm sorry to admit that this creature is of import to House Jackman of Whoop-de-Woo, and I will not see this injustice happen without a fair trial. He glares at you.
See, dipshit agrees. Let's do an actual investigation.
My name is not Dipshit, madam.
Oh, sorry, Ambassador Dipshit.
No. I will have you know it is Ambassador Booty McScoots of House Jackman. I don't know why you're laughing, you impertinent shit.
That's very insensitive to his heritage.
God, guys,
Keep going, Ambassador Booty.
I've got a badge and everything. Now, the badge of House Jackman is a top hat with 3 claws slashing through it.
Lovely. Good.
Now, they're a bit nervous about this because they don't want to start shit with House Jackman. That wouldn't be wise. But at the same time, they're pretty sure that this fuckwit ate some babies. So, they're looking around and the mayor goes, "Interesting. Well, I tell you what. You have until sundown to prove his innocence. Otherwise, the execution goes ahead." And Booty McScoots goes, "Very well.
Oh, that's fucked.
But I'm not going to do it because I don't want to get my top hat or gloves dirty. Will anyone help this wretched creature prove his innocence?"
Well, we will, obviously.
Yeah, we'll do it for some cash money. No, we'll just do it. To be good.
Shits
I
and
mean, you
giggles.
should do it out of the goodness of your hearts for wearing me mate on your head, but like, just don't worry about me. I'm just sitting over here in handcuffs. They're very pinching my bird.
Yeah, I just
Bullshit.
I just noticed that thing on their head. That's very uncouth.
Ooh, I take a step away from G'day.
it has a dodgy backstory.
Anyway, I'm going to go and sit in my carriage until sundown.
What's the time now?
Mr. Wolf.
It's Mr. Wolf's the sheriff. So Mr.
Well,
Wolf's
maybe
like,
I'm asking the sheriff.
Sheriff's like, "Oh, it's about 11:30.
I take 11 and a half steps towards him. Are you sure about that?
I'm pretty sure, mate.
I don't know how I feel about these people helping me. They're pretty fucking stupid. Like, this one standing uncomfortably close to the sheriff. Like, he's not happy with that, guys.
Crikey, mate, if I've got to be honest, you're fucked, Mr. Dingo Man.
We got this.
Yeah, we'll help you. Where are the babies?
Blank,
So the investigation is going to start. It's official. Somehow, for some reason, the 3 of you are going to help Channing Taters. Let's see what we can do. So what I'm going to do is Wenzo, as your manager, he's got to be useful. He does a little bit of a preliminary scout around the town. He already had some information about the town for Nippenbiddy, and he's identified the main people in this town. The main people that hold power in this town and are likely to know the most. So you could, pardon me, just interview whoever. But most civilians are going to go, oh, I don't know. You better ask whoever is the person that is closest to them. So he's going to give you a list of names. So if you would like to go around and question these people and investigate, that's who you've got. So I'm going to give you all that list now. I had to handwrite it. On the back are also the other people in there. And I'm just going to run through this very quickly for the listener. So these are the people in the town. So the sheriff is Mayor Barneydome. The sheriff is Piggy Wolf. There is a priest called Charlie Parsnip. There's the wizard, Figgy Wiggins, who you've already met. There is the town butcher, whose name is Bob Gravy. There's Reg the Wedge, who you heard announcing the pit fights. And there is a merchant called Xantasia. In addition to this, there are also the wives of Nippenbiddy. So you'll notice that all these people in power happen to be men in Nippenbiddy. But you saw the pregnant wives. So there are women around. And of course, if you look on the back of those sheets, there are also the people that you know are in Nippenbiddy at the moment, which are Barbara Berry and Chuggabugger. Only 2 of the Swooper brothers are remaining. And there was that everybody?
I believe so.
I think so.
Oh, and Scooty McBoots. But he really does not want to get his white gloves dirty. All right, so you guys have all the info. You've got the sheets. You know what you can do. You know who you can talk to. It's mystery solving time. However, there is going to be a little catch because they don't want you guys to do a runner. So they call upon someone you guys know already, Figgy Wiggins, the wizard. Mm-hmm. Now, he does 2 things here. First, he offers you one of the healing potions.
Thanks, mate.
There you go. Here you go. Get that into you. It's all right. We'll sort this mess out. Don't worry about that. And I'm really sorry, guys. I am going to have to do this. Not that I don't trust you. I trust you all. You seem like great guys. But he's going to put a magical locked bracelet on each of you, which is basically a tracking device, which he'll remove at the end of this period. Mm-hmm. So if you guys try it and fuck off, you don't know exactly what will happen.
But nothing good.
But it's probably better that way, let's just say. So, but that's okay. I'm sure we'll clear up this little mess, you guys. Wink, wink, go, go. So you've got an option here. Where now I'm handing it over to you guys to solve this mystery, whether you want to do it as all 4 of you, whether you want to split into groups. You can decide whether you want Wenzo to wait in the pie wagon again, whatever you want. Let me know what your approach is.
I think Wenzo should be
in the pie wagon.
In the wagon with all the information in front of him.
Yes, I'll go look over the accounts. I'll figure all that out. If you need me, I'm only a caterpillar away, Plank. Don't be shy.
You're the tech guy.
I'm the tech guy. All right, you can do this, blokes. Off he goes.
Alrighty.
And we should split into 2 groups of 2.
Why?
To talk to more people.
It's more time effective.
Yeah.
Okay.
Time is
Unlike the pause I took to answer that question.
All right. So I totally think we need to have a look at where these babies disappeared from.
Oh, yeah, we can all go there, I guess.
Yeah, let's look at that because I think we all need to be there for that bit, and then we can split up and ask some pertinent questions.
Cut to the baby disappearance spot. Dun dun.
Okay, so you'll be pointed in that direction. And you come to a domestic house on the edge of town, and a rather distraught lady, sort of blinking back the tears, gets up, very polite though, comes to the front door and is like, hello, can I help you?
And I'm like, have you seen this man before? And I point at Channing's face.
Oh, that's a bit of a fright. It's kind of like a dingle-donger, but standing upright like a human. No, I think I would certainly remember something like that. No, I don't think I have. Sorry, my name is,
Myrtle.
Peggy.
So many pieces of paper here.
Ethel.
Suki.
Jazz.
Marlene.
My name is Jezebel. But yes, no, I don't think I've seen any of you before at all. Are you new to town? Welcome to Nippenbiddy. I'm sorry, I wish I had known. I would have cooked you some biscuits or something, but I was grieving the loss of my 3 children.
Oh, they were all your children?
Yeah, they
What
were
happened?
triplets. Well, they just disappeared overnight, and there was a bunch of bones left by the back door, little baby bones. So.
All right,
Ugh.
can you show us the room that they were in?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Come in. I'm so sorry it's a mess. I would have tidied up if I knew you were coming. It's just I had a lot of tears streaming out of my face because of my dead infants.
We're not laughing at you.
Yeah, well, we can laugh about it now. It's been a good 4 or 5 hours.
Look, Mrs. Jacksonville, I'd like to say that I'm very sorry for your loss, and I think these insensitive pricks really shouldn't be laughing at your pain.
That's very kind of you. You don't mind if I give you just a little bit of a scratch behind the ears, do you?
That'd be bloody
There
lovely.
we
That'd
go.
be the nicest thing anyone's done for me today.
Look, you're a good boy.
That is music to my ears, Mrs. Jacksonville.
You're a good boy. You are a good boy. You're a good boy.
Woof.
You're a good boy.
Plank's pants get tighter again.
I'm so sorry. So look, here is the children's room. I know it's not much, but it was such a flurry. They're always so unexpected.
The babies.
Yes, I know. We're all having babies all the time. You never know when they're going to pop out. But here you go. Here you can see, and the window is wide open, and the curtains billow ominously, even though there's no wind.
I'm gonna roll perception.
Yep.
See if I perceive anything.
What are you looking for?
The babies. Maybe they're still in here.
Okay, DC 2.
I'm going to roll perception to see if anything looks completely out of place.
Yeah, I'm looking for any signs of anything. Any signs of entry.
Well, the
18.
window's open.
Okay, well, yeah. So
I got a 16.
it looks like the window was the point of entry. Plank, the babies are not here. So
Guys, baby's not in this room.
I would like to roll perception, because don't I have an increased sense of smell?
yes.
You
Can
do
I have a
smell.
sniff around the room and see if there's anything weird?
On all fours.
What sort of thing are you looking for?
An odor? Well, if these babies
mysterious
smell
odor.
like, or if these babies smell like rainbows and marshmallows, can't I try and detect rainbows and marshmallows
all right.
and try and follow
Yep.
the trail?
Yeah, that's in my book, so sure. DC 8. 11. All right. So you would sense that babies have certainly been in this room up until recently. This is a place where babies were.
No shit.
But other than that, there's no immediate smell of animals. And there's nothing particularly out of the ordinary either. And no smell of blood.
Okay. So we can probably establish that she was just a shit mum and the babies ran away. Is that where we're going here?
Well, look, when you live in a small town, certainly you get a lot of runaways. And over the years, we've had a lot of babies go missing. And some of
question.
them were runaways, I'm sure. Yes.
How
yes,
old
you
are these
can.
babies?
Well, the youngest was about 6 months. They were all 6 months because they were triplets.
Yeah.
I'm very distraught. It's
Yes.
only happened a little while ago. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
But you out-of-towners blow in with all your fancy questions. You can understand why I would be a little bit flustered.
Right, I want to have a look at these
Bones?
bones.
Can I just look at the window, like out the window? Is
Yeah,
it like
okay.
upstairs or downstairs?
It's downstairs.
So anyone could have just stepped in.
I guess so.
I couldn't.
Well,
It wasn't a halfling.
Very short. I think you're safe, love. I wouldn't worry about that. No one's accusing
Don't
you,
flaunt your
darling.
privilege.
I wish I had
Okay.
some biscuits or something to offer you. I feel so bad.
Oh, we're doing something like we got work to do.
Yeah.
We aren't gonna hang around and eat stuff. So you're fine.
Hard to hang around and eat stuff. I wish whoever did this horrendous crime, but it had that sentiment, that's for sure.
So we're going to look at the bones?
Yes.
Let's look at the bones.
Show us to the bones.
Okay, now, has anybody got a cloth or anything I can cry into? Because obviously, as we handle the dead infant's bones, I'm going to be.
You can have a scrap of my cake.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. That's very kind. I'm sorry. It's just this is also fresh.
It's cool. You can point us in the direction and stay inside.
Okay,
You don't need to
well-
watch this.
All right. Well,
But if your house has lots of like babies in it, don't you have like baby clothes and stuff to cry into? Like, wouldn't that bring you comfort?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because it smells like your babies and stuff.
I could cry into a nappy. That would be very absorbent, wouldn't it?
Yes.
It would save a lot
All
of
right.
effort.
Yeah, like I understand you're grieving, but just think, lady.
Okay,
just
well,
think.
I'll cry into this nappy. I'll just take one out of the bucket, and I guess we won't be needing them for at least another 9 months. And you just go out the back there, and you'll find a pile of bones. We're going to bury them later, so please don't do anything too crazy with them. I'm sorry. I know I love you, sweetheart. She says to G'day, but don't make a headdress or anything out of them, will you, love?
No, I won't.
Okay, thank you so much.
I've been burned before. Quite recently.
Jezebel out.
Whee! And off she goes. Cool.
To
All
make
right.
cookies.
Yep. Cool. So, how many bones are we looking at here?
Okay, there is a handful of gnawed bones.
Are they baby bones?
My honest
Do they
to
look
God
like baby
response was like gnawed like a Skyrim gnawed. And then I went, oh, you mean chewed. Okay.
GNAWED.
Okay.
Gnawed.
All right. So,
Chewed.
is there blood or muscle or actual? You know, is there any like meat attached?
Is there any
to these
baby on
bones?
these bones?
Thank you.
Would anybody? Oh, sorry, I just overheard that. Sorry, I was gonna off. Just give me a minute.
Well,
She
no, I'm
goes,
clearly not talking about this because we're discussing
Yeah.
it with the DM.
No, you're discussing. You got to discuss it with each other.
Yes, but we're not sitting there going, are there any meat on these bones?
I said it out loud. Plank was like, do you think there's any babies on these bones?
No, these bones are gnawed / chewed, and they've been picked pretty clean.
I pick one of the bones up,
Yep.
like one of the less gnawed ones,
Okay.
and I ask Channing to bite it.
Why don't we?
Well,
No.
maybe not.
I'm gonna compare the teeth.
Why don't we take these bones to the butcher and see if he can identify them?
I think we could maybe ask the furry if they can smell them and say, no, that is not a baby smell.
Let's try that.
Let's compare the smell to the smell of the babies in the
Okay.
house.
All right. So you do a roll, Channing Taters, and this is going to be I think it's going to be a nature check, which is intelligence. So it's going to be a DC 12. So roll a D20 and then add your intelligence modifier. It's a 19.
And +2, 21.
These are baby bones. Mm-hmm. So these are definitely bones of a baby. Mm-hmm. What was the other question?
I wanted to compare them to the smell of the babies that were in the house. Let's try and ascertain whether or not these are actually the same babies.
I think babies smell pretty generically. I'm going to say, though, with a roll of 19, what you might pick up here is that these bones feel a little bit older than a day. Mm-hmm. Like maybe these aren't the freshest bones. Also, because you did roll so highly, you're a dingle-donger. Mm-hmm. You know dingle-dongers pretty well. Mm-hmm. They don't really feel like dingle-donger bite marks to you.
No.
Definitely an animal. Maybe a canine animal. But maybe not a dingle-donger.
Well, dingle-dongers would bury the bones. Like, why would they just leave them at the back door?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
that's just ridiculous.
That's a good question.
I'm smelling lots of things, and I'm smelling a ruse here. A ruse!
Now, G'day, you also know a bit about dingle-dongers. Not that Channing would know that.
Not so much with the cultural sensitivity, but
if there's
lots
anything
of
you would...
stuff.
Well, here's an opportunity now. You couldn't talk before when you were all fighting, but now you can talk. If there's anything you want to impart...
About like my life to Channing? Like, is this a?
About
I
the
don't know,
tragic
maybe if you want to make
backstory of-
amends, If this could be your gremlin Santa in the chimney moment. I don't know.
I grew up with dingle dongers. I have so much respect for them. That's why
Oh, is that like, I have a lot of gay friends?
I took your case because I know the nature of dingle dongers, and I hate that people judge them so harshly. This dingle dong on my head, when I was left in the bush as a baby, was my first friend. And
You killed your friend?
No, they died protecting me, and I kept their head as a reminder.
Oh, you kept their head as a trophy.
As a reminder to be strong.
Okay. Alright. I'll see what's happening here.
They were like my mother. I don't know, my mum.
You're wearing your dead mum.
Yeah.
The woman of the house, Jezebel, pokes her head back in and goes, did somebody say dingle-dongers? There's so many of them about, aren't they? I mean, they live all around this area. Anyway, back to biscuits. And off she goes.
We're in the den.
I pick up a bone and I throw it as far as I can. Okay. And I'm like...
Roll a d20 to see how
And you're
far
like,
that is.
fetch.
12.
It's reasonably far.
Channing, could you go get that for me? And he like runs off. And then
Yeah, I
I'm
have
like,
an unresistible urge to chase the bone.
yeah. And I'm like, guys, I don't know if we should trust Channing as much as we're trusting him.
I don't think we're trusting him any.
But we asked him to sniff the bones and he could just be like, nah, you know?
That is a fair point.
Oh. Wow, you're quick.
He's a rogue.
Well, also, I am a dingle-donger with a enhanced sense of hearing
True.
and smell, so I can smell what you just did in your pants.
He does that a lot.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes
I think
I
that's
swear.
very, very offensive to my nose.
Can tell you've listened to other episodes.
I just, as someone who's being accused of murder, maybe the best defense isn't your word.
Interesting.
I think that's very racist, but fine, go on.
I'm just saying. I mean, I didn't mean for you to hear any of this.
Yeah, but we have
Anyway.
for reals going on nothing right now.
All right,
so
well-
what we can do is have a look at what info we have, and then when it is proved to be completely useless, we go back and revise.
Oh yeah, I like you, Mr. Channing Taters. I think you're a very nice guy.
Mackenzie finds you incredibly attractive.
Yeah, and let's not get into G'day. She's a bit of a racist. But I quite like you. I don't think you did it, but you know.
Why don't you two go off and ask some people some questions?
That seems like an excellent idea.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
so Plank and Channing are going to go off?
Yep.
And G'day and Mackenzie are going to go...
We're gonna get the real work done.
All right.
Insult.
So there's going to be some parallel action here. You guys know the rules for parallel action. I certainly don't make you leave the room because that'd be fucking ridiculous because we're all adults. But you can't react to things. Will not allow your characters reacting to things that they do not know. But you do have the caterpillars. Channing doesn't have a caterpillar, but the rest of you do. So you have a list of suspects. You have a list of possibilities. Who would you like to question? What would you like to do? And then we'll choose a group to be the first people to roleplay this.
Mackenzie? What do you reckon? Should we start at the top? Start with the mayor?
I'd like to start with the butcher.
The mayor?
Let's go to the butcher then.
With a hastily borrowed handful of bones.
All
All right. So you two are going to go to the butcher.
Butcher Bob Gravy.
And what about the other two?
How about the wizard Figgy Wiggins?
Channing,
He might know
I love you.
He might know some like magic things.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
High five.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Puts-
Are we already best friends?
I think we're already best friends.
So let's go to the butcher. Let's go to Bob Gravy. You approach Bob Gravy's butchery. There's a lot of fucking crazy carcasses hanging from hooks. And Bob is there. He's a very large, straight-faced, stern, middle-aged man. And he is chopping up some meat like it is just nothing. He just does not care. And you approach. He doesn't stop chopping, but he just looks up at you.
Hi, Butcher Bob Gravy.
Hello.
I need your opinion on something.
Sure. Is it meat related? Because I know a lot about meat.
Well, that's...
I'm a butcher, you know.
It's funny you say that, because it is, in fact, meat-related.
Excellent.
Mackenzie dumps the handful of bones on the counter and says, "What can you tell me from these?"
Oh, that's horrifying. There wasn't somebody that wanted to bury these, or those...
They're going to go back to...
Okay, yes. Well, all my stock that I was preparing on that counter is now fucked. Thank you for that, because
No
you've just
mention
put a deceased baby's bones. But yes, they are the bones of a baby, and that I certainly know because, unfortunately, this sort of thing happens more than you would think.
I've been interested in getting into the butcher business in this area. Where do you get all your meat from?
Well, we have suppliers that bring wagons of meat in. We do have some hunters that also go out and get stuff. It's not that exciting, to be honest, love. It's my interest is more about the cutting up the bodies, cutting up the meat, cutting it up into delicious, well-priced portions. Can I interest you in a shank or a...
Yeah, I'm not in the market for meat at the current moment.
rump?
Yeah, I'm kind of gone off.
Yeah. Do you...
Oh God, look at this table. I've got the bones I was making and these baby bones all mixed up. What if I get them mixed up and sell them to somebody? That's going to be embarrassing.
Why do they look similar?
Well, God, I mean, it's all everywhere. Look, he shoves the baby bones to one side. He shoves his meat to one side. He's like, all right, now, was there anything else?
Do you sell dingle-donger meat here?
No, we do not eat dingle-dongers here. They are a problem. There are a few of them around, but no, we're very difficult to catch anyway, the buggers.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right.
Cool.
Love you.
Thanks, Mr. Gravy.
Hey, and if you ever need a cheap deal on some steak, you let me know. Can you please remove those baby bones? That's very bad for business.
Mackenzie, you grab them. I can't reach the counter.
Yeah.
All right. Meanwhile, you two, what are you doing?
That's how I lost my virginity.
Oh, that's a great story, buddy.
I knew she was old, but I didn't think the vigorous action would give her a heart attack.
Yeah.
But,
well, you know, if you ever need a hand hiding a body, like we're all good. We're best friends now.
Yeah. Oh, look, we're here at Mr.
Yeah.
Wizard Figgy Wiggins.
Yeah. Did you bring any?
Hello, look at this. Two best friends rocking up. I can see it from your body language. What's going on? How's it going, guys?
What up, Figgy Wiggins?
Oh, Figgy Wiggins in the house. Hello.
Hey.
What's hanging, Figgy?
Oh, long and loose and full of juice. You know how it is.
Oh,
Good, man. That's
he's
good.
talking about his dick.
I don't know about that. Yeah, can I get you guys anything? You want like a special Figgy Fizzy soda or anything like that?
Yeah,
have
man,
any-
I'll take a fizzy soda.
Yeah, I'll
There you
take
go.
one.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
fucking Figgy Fizzy sodas for everybody. I'll have one too. So what's up? How's it going?
Yeah, it's fucking chink out brewskis, bruh.
You cleared your name yet? You proving your innocence?
No, man, we're still trying to work all that
Oh,
shit out.
that's
but,
fucking
like,
rough. That's rough. The people in this town, they're so narrow-minded.
I know, they're all super racist, but we were wondering, because you were like a wizard and stuff.
Yeah, I'm a wizard. I don't mean to. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, have you got any, like, spells to find babies?
Spells to find babies. Let me just have a look.
Okay.
I've got a fireball. I can kill wounds. I got a sleep spell. No spells to. I bought a lot of expensive books from wizards that live on the coast, but no spells to find babies in any of them. Weird.
Do you have any, like, cool sunglasses I could borrow?
They're my own pair. You can borrow them from a little bit.
Yeah, I'll give them back.
Sure.
Sweet.
Figgy Wiggins, he's a cool guy.
You are a cool guy, Figgy Wiggins.
I just want everybody to have fun. Everybody's so serious. Everybody's always crying about the missing babies and stuff. I'm a wizard. Like, I don't get into that stuff. I don't make babies. I don't do any of that. I've never had a baby. It's not my thing.
Why is everyone here pregnant? That's something I'd be wondering.
Everybody in this town, I gotta tell you, and as like I said, I'm a wizard. I don't relate to this. I'm all about herbs, spells, moonlight, potions, fizzy Wiggins soda, my own brand.
It's delicious, by the way.
Yeah, everybody in here is really horny. I guess these guys, they just like to bang.
Yeah, that's weird though, because I haven't seen any kids while we've been here.
No, like there's not many kids. Like life expectancy in this place is just really poor. I gotta tell you, like there's always something happening. Like the kids, they're drowned in the river. They fell in the ravine. Oh, the dingle dongers got them. Or they were spirited away by fairies, or ran away from home, or turned into birds and flew away. Like it's always something with these kids. But that's kids for you. That's why I became a wizard. No responsibilities. It's just not for me. I'm too selfish.
I'm with you. I don't know.
I hear you.
Maybe I should be a wizard.
I hear you guys.
Wizarding sounds
Plank.
pretty good.
Sorry guys, I gotta
Oi.
call. Hey,
Oi.
I'm
Hey.
busy.
I have a question for you.
Okay, fine.
When you're with a wizard dude, can you
Uh-huh.
ask him what school of magic he is?
No.
Yes.
Bye, Mackenzie.
Wait.
What did Mackenzie ask?
Do you want to know if you grew up in the school of hard knocks?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, like, my father, well, yeah, he'd rap me on the noggin every now and then.
Pretty hard life.
Yeah.
But then you went to actual wizard school.
Yeah, you go to wizard school and you get stuff and you read some books and your whole world just opens up and you're just like everybody else. Like, they're just doing the same old things. They're just, like, so conservative.
Which wizard school?
Well, it was fuck you, Zach. It was the... What?
Is it Mackenzie's one?
What was your one?
The Montclair Moratorium.
No.
Okay.
No, it's that other like really
It was
good one that-
like a correspondence course. Like,
Hagwax.
yeah,
No,
like
no,
you
mate,
did it.
didn't you go to like that that Van Diemen's University, the VDU?
Oh, I had a VDU once.
You know about VDU?
Look, I've done some I've done a little bit of online courses.
They run a
get
very
my
good
pre-wizarding, but
online
like,
course.
you know, they don't
yeah.
really like Dingle Dongers doing wizarding because it's just too much power.
Don't take my word for it. Look at my scrolls. Look at all my scrolls up on the wall there. Yeah, with honours.
Oh, that's impressive. Hey.
What is an online course
Sorry, I'm getting
composed of?
While you guys were talking, I told Mackenzie that you were on an online course, and now she's commenting back.
There's no such thing. They're
That's all-
hacks.
that's
Mostly through
Chat.
messenger birds and stuff.
Yeah, glass,
Flames, probably see things through
lyrebirds, the
Yeah, I mean, that's
occasional
like-
caterpillar.
Yeah, it's really like elitist of those, in-house students. Really being really shitty towards the correspondence students. Like, part-time studying is not, like, inferior. We're all learning the same shit, guys.
Channing, I'm gonna take this.
Well, that bird that you hang out with, what's her name? Mackenzie.
Oh, fuck.
Homeschooled, clearly. Right?
I don't think she's ever been to school.
No.
She's a dumb shit, you guys.
She's a pretender.
I'm glad she's not here, but
Isn't
fuck.
she?
Oh my
Fuck.
god.
You don't need bear so much of that every day, don't you? Before you just have to switch off. What a monster.
Did you see her with the sparkles on her head? Captain
Oh
Sparkles?
my god! I hoped you were going to say something because I doubled over. What, Agent Sparkles, can you believe that? Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, I'm glad she's not here and she can't hear it.
No, I know. God.
The other day,
Did she rob a fantasy spotlight? Fuck me.
the other day, she was in nothing but a G-banger.
Oh my god, don't tell me it was a dirty grape G-Bag.
The dirtiest. The dirtiest and the greatest.
God, roll
Yeah.
for Detective Musk, am I right?
I mean, I'd just like to say that I've only known Mackenzie for a limited time, but I'm learning so much here.
Yeah.
You know, Channing, I was quick to judge you. I thought you were just a brute, but you're not. You're educated, you're kind, you're a nice guy.
You are definitely the least racist one, Plank.
Thank
I like you.
Thank
Look,
you.
No matter what happens, you guys, we've got us.
Yeah.
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 Forever.
Yeah.
I can imagine in the future,
We have our own pie wagon.
Plank, Channing
Hey,
Taters,
guys.
Wiggy Figgins on adventures,
I have the best
Whoa.
idea, guys.
solving mysteries.
Let's
Yeah.
get tattoos.
Right now?
Oh,
Right now?
yeah.
Yes!
Fuck yes. What are we gonna get? I don't care. I'll just get whatever. I don't care. I don't give a shit about my
Oh, let's
body.
get a fucking baby. That's what brought us
Yeah.
all together.
We'll be the three
Let's
babies.
get like a baby tattooed on our chin, like we're just eating the fuck up. That would really upset everybody around here.
Yeah, go on.
Oh, can you imagine their faces? Oh, I just ate your baby. Oh, give me a napkin. Oh,
Yeah.
so many tears. A river of tears runs through this place. River of tears. River of mother's tears runs through Nippenbiddy. A river of mother's.
Oh, don't stop. I'm gonna cry. Oh, God.
Sorry.
It's so sad.
It's been a really tough couple of months. I'm sorry. I'm fine. You guys are great. No, you guys are so good. You guys. I love you guys.
That was a lot of emotions.
I know, I'm sorry. I'm
Figgy?
sorry. I'm not supposed to have a... I know, I'm not a wizard. I'm just going to wave my magic wand and the emotions are going to go away. No, it doesn't work like
It's just
that.
us here, Figgy.
I'm just going to chuck my emotions up in my big sleeves, in my big voluminous sleeves. Is that it? I'm just going to chuck them away.
Figgy.
Oh, wish
Now-
okay.
Now, like, these emotions, they're not like, they are genuine emotions.
Yeah.
They're not like emotions of guilt.
What?
Of you having any
What?
Because,
Channing,
like,
Channing, I thought you were a gentleman.
What?
Now you're
I don't know,
accusing
like,
Figgy?
I just don't trust wizards who cry.
No, look.
We were all good.
Look.
We're all good, and
I've got
some
it.
tears.
Okay, I've got a tattoo already.
Yeah, well, it's
Do you want to see my tattoo?
Oh, it's a magical tattoo, isn't it?
No, it's a real tattoo.
Fucking magical, isn't
Oh,
it?
no, I'm gonna fucking show you.
Wizard it
You
off,
can
can't
run
you,
your
fucking
fucking
dickhead?
fingers all over
Guys,
it.
come on,
My
we're
tattoo
friends.
says, look, he lifts up his robe and he shows his chest and his tattoo says, trust no cunt. You see that? You know what I've been through? Trust no cunt. Trust no cunt.
Truer words never spoken.
So there you go. Now you know what I've been through. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Are you fucking done with that?
God, that was like... Do they give out acting awards for the Dungeons and Dragons podcast set in Australia? Because I just think we just fucking took it to a new place. Didn't
That
we?
was some grade A scenery chewing.
I'm
right there.
lightheaded.
You know what? I was listening to an episode the other day, and I was like, this is fucking dragging on and going nowhere. I'm hating listening to this. And then we just did that.
That's how it happens.
Look, it's like, it's not, Plank and I are best friends now, and you can't harness this synergy.
Nah.
No, so you just
sorry,
have to let
Figgy.
the wild beast of friendship run free.
Yeah.
All right, you wild boys. You go for it. Go nuts.
I love you, Figgy.
Figgy, are you can you help us? Like, we're all best friends and we've got tattoos now. Like, how much can you help us? Because I think I'm going to get my dingle donga head cut off, and I don't want that very much.
Yeah, look, talking about tattoos and getting tattoos is a very different business. But sure, we've talked about tattoos.
No, we're getting them, Figgy.
We'll get them. I will go and I'll investigate. I'll do what I can to dig up some stuff. You go and do what you can to dig up some stuff.
Yeah.
And let's fucking...
Well, I'll literally dig up some stuff.
Yeah, you dig up some stuff. You bury these... Go and find that other group and bury those bones. I wouldn't know.
Yeah,
I wouldn't know that. I just had a vision.
I mean, I was going to leave that up to the baby's mother to, have a funeral ceremony of her choosing. But fine, I'll just go and bury the fucking bones. Why not?
Do what you got to do. But Godspeed, you blokes.
Yeah, right.
Alright.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
I'm pretty quick anyway, but like I can add Godspeed to that if you want. Yeah, that's cool.
So, are you guys going to trade information? You going to meet up, or what solid information you both have?
I don't think we have any solid information yet.
All right. Well, as
I don't feel like there's anything to gain by exchanging information.
so, tears drying on their faces as Channing and Plank leave Figgy Wiggins. You head back out into the street, and 4 masked figures, 4 black-clad vagabonds, skinny as all fuck, come out of the shadows, surround the two of you, and one of them looks at you with his little beady eyes and he says, "You stop this investigation now."
The swoopy dudes?
The Venga...
Dickhead.
Boy.
No, they
Oh shit, it's the Venga Boys! Oh, can we ever ride on the Venga bus?
It's not
Love the Venga bus!
It's not the Venga Boys. You know this because they do not have a Venga bus. Also, not the Swooper Brothers
Swooper Bros.
because they don't have beaks.
Oh.
They're
Oh,
human.
and 2 of them are dead.
They're
Yeah.
humanoid. Yeah, and there are 4 of
I
them.
may feel too.
So stop this investigation now. Fuck, what a cliffhanger. That's the end, guys. That's the end of the
Oh,
episode.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god, I know. It is. That's been
We've got
90...
a whole week to find out who these ninja dudes are.
I know, it's been 90 minutes though. I know, that's the thing. That's how we hook you in. First one's free, then we jack up the price with some vagabonds that are masked. Who are they? They could be like fucking anyone. Who knows? We'll find
Jack up the
out
price to also free.
next week. Thanks everybody. Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was some stupid shit.
Oh, thanks Mackenzie. Thanks for being so supportive of this venture.
No, that was Suzanne.
And put so much time into. So much time and effort and blood and sweat and tears.
Yeah.
Into, and you guys are just like, but anyway, that's as good as I had. I'm sorry. That was what I had to offer. Thank you everybody for listening. This is awesome. Seriously, 10 episodes in, the support for the show has just been surprisingly good. If anyone would like to plug something, let's go around. What do you want to talk about?
Sure. You can find me on Twitter at HogSandwich.
I made a Twitter. It's ZachWH.
Great,
That's it.
yes.
Well
Go
done.
you.
Yeah.
Oh.
He made a Twitter, you guys.
I
Maybe
had
you can
one.
share your secrets about how you did that later on.
You can follow me on Instagram at Paris Burns, where I do cosplay stuff.
Jacinta.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, me too. Cool.
You're part of this now, whether you're regretting it or not.
You can find me every week at FPcast, the weekly pop culture bullshit podcast, and every 2 weeks at Half Hour History, the fortnightly history bullshit podcast. So this is a third bullshit podcast that I'm adding to my rotation.
Hey,
Yes.
you're some kind of queen of bullshit podcasts.
So I have to reiterate that if you've enjoyed Channing Taters, you can hear Jacinta and I every goddamn week talking about pop culture news and movies, etc. Find out everything we're doing at fruitlesspursuits.com. Also links to our Patreon. I just found out that Nerd Poker, which I don't think they're even killing it half as much as we're killing it right now. Calling you out.
Let's not throw down the
Calling you out, Brian Posehn. Yeah, because you were on what, News Radio? Come on. Calling you out.
Guys, there's someone outside.
They've got 1,000 Patreon subscribers. We've got about 6. So come on.
And one's me.
And one,
Yeah, one's me as well.
and there's these guys. Like
no new people have
Yeah.
joined since this show started.
So-
So obviously you don't love it that much.
So come on.
I think this may be the first time it's been mentioned, to be fair.
To this extent.
Yeah.
So Patreon, search for Fruitless Pursuits. On Patreon, you will find us donate some money. There is going to be a bonus Halloween episode. Are we committed to that? We're going to do that?
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
so there's going to be
spooky.
a Halloween special, which will only be available to Patreon subscribers, and we'll just love your guts. And you can just sponsor a show. We can make you into NPCs. We can acknowledge the fact that you got us drunk for that particular episode. Whatever it is that you need, we're there. So go to www.fruitlesspursuits. You'll find the links to all those things, as well as our Facebook discussion group. And a lot of people are joining our Facebook discussion group, which is great. But don't be shy. We're not going to make fun of you. We're not going to...
Yes, we are.
No, we're not. Like, come in...
Only if your opinions are wrong.
If your opinions differ from ours, you're fucked. But come in, join the conversation. We'd love to hear from you. I feel like I know we're getting so much support, but you guys are pretty shy about talking to us. Talk to me. It's fine. Everything's great. We love you. So thanks, everyone. Fuck yeah. Next week, the conclusion of Beyond Barneydome. Oh, battle cry, everybody.
What?
That's such a battle cry.
Now.